Hi everyone, this is New Beaver Watcher. It is November 18th, 2017, and I am on Bondi Beach in Australia on the 15th. So you're in the time frame, and I believe what we're going to see here are the fast-moving, high-speed moons that orbit Planet X, because they're all going to come to view, and I have a compilation of this and the past evidence of this from around the world. So let's dive right into what we're about to see frame by frame. Now, in this time lapse, these cameras, this particular camera takes a shot every 110 seconds. So they're roughly a minute apart. Now let's watch frame by frame of what you're going to see appearing in the sky. Now we see the first shadowy object. These objects have been getting darker, and I'm going to go back all the way back to April over Germany. So let's watch this object. Again, if this would have been a streaming video, it would have been moving very quickly across the sky, like we're going to see a little later in this video. So frame by frame, we keep seeing this. What are these? Are these birds? Are these insects flying across the sky? We shall see, because I'm going to go back and forward through the archives, and you're never going to see this again. But you will see small, tiny little birds flying like insects, very small, inside the screen. Here I believe the object is actually shadowing the beach itself. Here it is in the sky. Now, depending on where the source of light is and where shadows are being cast, sometimes they'll be on the ground, sometimes they're not. Frame by frame, this one here I believe is being cast on the ground in front of this, but it's very fast moving. These people have been too distracted to see a shadow passing in front of them in the realm of a single minute. Notice, in a single click. See how fast that happens. Each click of the mouse is a 1 minute time frame. So showing you just how fast these are moving across our atmosphere. It appears that this one is even casting a shadow down on the ground here. Up in the sky, we see, I believe, the camera setting is allowing to blur a little bit because the exposure time is probably a little too high to catch this. For best viewing, if you need to catch this, use high speed. Slow motion would be the very best to capture the most crystal clear images of this object. Now this is the object I believe that the smaller ones are orbiting around. And we could see that the shadow is moving around. Amazing. Now, all the debunkers will say that is something small flying in front of the lens. Oh, really? So let's just check the archives out. Anybody wants to say this is Photoshop, I invite you to go to this camera while they're still in the archives. That keeps it buffered for 5 whole days. Let's look at November 15th during the same time. Does anything happen like this? Let's just look real quickly. Do you see any flashing dots? Look at the time frame at the bottom. This flashing bits of light is waiting for it to upload. So carefully wait for it, for this thing to catch up. Do we see anything flashing like we just saw on the 15th of November? Okay, so I had to wait a little bit from 10 o'clock all the way to 4 o'clock. Do we see any flashing in front of the sun like we saw with the top dates? Timestamp, Monday, November 13th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This particular camera records up to, or puts in its stores up to 6 hours of video image. So if you want to catch this, do it 6 hours at a time. Otherwise you'll lose it. See at the bottom camera, the time here, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., nothing like that happened. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you get the strange thing happen to the lens. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about that. You figure that out. I've had other videos about it. I'm tired of getting debunked. I don't want to be distracted from the main point. How about the 14th? Do we see anything for the 14th? Now, for time's sake, I'm going to have to let this It takes time for this to buffer. Let's see if anything happens on the 14th. See the very small little birds flying in front of there? Those are little birds. 12 o'clock. Sorry, it has to reset itself. I'm going to pause the video until it finishes loading up all the images. Okay, so all images have finished loading. I'm going to speed this up. Let me know if you see any flashing images up there. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Nothing's happened, huh? Not an ordinary day, was it? Nope. Nothing like that happened before. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Nope. Let's look at the next day. I'm going to pause the video for image. That would have been this day. So let's skip ahead in the future. The 16th. What we saw was on the 17th or 15th. I'm going to pause the video and wait for the images to load, and I'll be back. Okay, the images have loaded. We're going to play it forward. I sped this up a little bit. 10 o'clock. No giant balls of black shadows, are there? 12 o'clock. It moves up. Still nothing up out of the ordinary, right? No giant blobs, smudges, suddenly disappear, reappear. What do you think that is? Nope. Want to try another day? 18th. Let's see if anything happens. I'm going to pause the video, wait for this thing to load. See this little flickering thing? Just for the sake of time, I'm going to pause it. I'll be right. Okay, all the images have loaded. I'm running the time lapse now. Look at the bottom screen. This is just keep recycling the same images from 10 o'clock to the date. We're now on the 18th. Nothing out of the ordinary. Another cloudy day in Australia. Too extraordinary anyways. 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Not there. And now the 19th. It's still in progress. Let's see if I can shorten this till 1 p.m. This is today's date over there. They're 1 hour ahead of us, so I guess we won't be showing that one, will we? Let's look at current images. Well, anyways, it's 3 a.m. over there, so this was a daytime event. So let's go to the next. And what I have here is a compilation of high-speed moons dating all the way back to April 27th over Germany. I will show you the YouTube video, the original. Did you see that? High-speed moon. Let's wind that. Come back here, high-speed moon. Now in my compiling of flickering sun videos, you see it here. I can't scroll this and point it out at the same time. I only have one cursor. You see it in the middle of the right side of the screen, right here. You see it fly across the screen so fast. Now, I'm just going to wind it backwards, and we're going to see it zigzag in front of the screen right there. Do you see that? Wow. It's really hard to show something that's moving so fast. I'll leave a link to her channel. Let's see if I can play that one more time. Did you see that? Right here. One more time. Yeah. And the flickering sun and the flashing pink sky. Go watch her channel. I will show you the channel. And then we have Gamer's Moon MX Gamer channel from YouTube. Watch as the planetary moon, which I believe is orbiting planet X, come across the screen. Keep your eye right here. Let me fast forward that a little bit. You can see it. There it is. Right here. Follow my cursor. Do you see it? Going through the sun. Coming out and hooking to the right. What do you think that is? And when you see skies looking like this, thin chemtrail clouds with a big fat fake sun in the middle, when I say that, there's still a real sun. It's hiding an eclipse. An unexpected solar eclipse. See that object? Hope you saw that one. Next, we've got over Mexico on October 14th. Let me play the video. Watch right there. Do you see it where my cursor is? Wind that back. So keep your eyes right here, and you can see the high-speed moon comes out, and then a few minutes later, a huge shadowy object comes out and basically boomerangs in front of the entire screen. That is the same object. I believe these objects are orbiting this object. Next, we already saw Bondi Beach. So there's your 4 moons. And then over in September on Australia, over in an airport, we see the same thing. We see the body being an orbiting body with its orbit over an airport in Australia. I'll leave a link to this webcam, and we could see that this is no ordinary event. You can go back and forth in the archives. It does not happen every single day. But when they do, you're going to see the same pattern. So at the very start of the video, we see 1, 2, 3 shadows over in Australia. So like I was saying before about the flickering sun and objects that appear still in the sky for hours and hours or days at a time, is shown here in my quick little graph that I show. And the flickering sun is caused by those high-speed objects or other celestial objects that are breaking the beam, or debris in the debris tail, breaking the beams of these microwave beams between the satellite, sending the microwave energy to the rectennas that convert the microwave energy into electricity, which power the lasers, which powers the sun simulator. So there's still a real sun, but here's the simulator in an orbit. It's approximately distance of 250 miles above the Earth, and the diameter of this sun simulator has been measured now by scientist Dr. Albers. By the angle of the light that's coming off the sun simulator has determined this is roughly 300 feet in diameter. Now, the moons or objects could be also between the solar panels of the solar collectors that collect the energy, which I think is probably more likely than breaking the microwave beams. This would be dang close. The distance of these microwave beams could be up to 27,000 miles and are 1 billion watts apiece per beam. That's a lot of power. So if we had an object here, about now on the topic of the stationary planets, if the object was seen where my cursor is, it's very faint, I'm sorry about that. If the object would be here, the light would be bent through this lens and onto this lens, and then eventually casting a holographic planetary object here. So the light is being bent through a series of lenses and maintaining, so no matter where this planet is out here, it appears still in a holographic image here. Once it leaves the lens array, then it could move all around. And I believe these are overlapping lenses. I'm going to make another video in greater detail of what these lens arrays really look like. And for those who of a hot topic about the blinking sun. It is insane how you just need to do your own research. Go and watch endless flickering sun. Look at this. Sun flickering. God loves our passion. Patriot for life. Wrapped in news. Universal tech. Dark diabolica. Weird stuff. Blinking in Brazil. Blinking in EDO state. Vincent 52. Fifth gear. Blinking sun. Blinking sun. It's the evidence is there, folks. It's not a camera flashing sun conference, right? How about this one? The blinking sun. You know, you just don't have enough time to go over all the blinking sun that is, but they're there. And some are pulsing real light and some are more dramatic. Depends how much energy of the beams got cut off. This is the one, the Earthly Patriot, that brought you this video of not only the flickering sun, but the flashing pink sun. This is the, please subscribe to this channel. This was in Germany, where we get to catch the high-speed moons. Let's see if we can catch this in slow motion. There it goes. You see that? It happened so fast that she didn't even notice it. She just captured this. Look at this object here, right here. Circling my cursor around it. Wow. And it flashed. There it is. See this object bouncing back and forth. Yeah. And someone want to say, oh, it doesn't move like a planet. It's too fast. It's a UFO. Look, we live in an electric universe. Objects don't appear. We've been lied to from the atomic to the galactic level. There's lies so thick. Look at this. Blink. Why is the sun flickering? YouTube channel after YouTube channel. Flickering sun. It is a phenomenon. You know, I can spend all day long showing you these YouTubers who are catching the flickering sun. But check this out. It got to the point where even NASA has got an excuse for it. NASA finally cracked the mystery of the strange flashes bouncing off the Earth's surface. Really. The article goes on, you know, they just finally discovered ice crystals bouncing off. Really? Ice crystals? In the clouds? Whatever. Yeah, you can always trust them, right? Yeah, ice crystals. I'm sure it wasn't swamp gas blowing from Uranus's area. Well, anyways, please copy, like, and share this video. Have a blessed day and see you at the Lord's Supper.